Toastmaster John Rich Levine.
What comes to mind when we think or do evaluations? When we think or do evaluations, or when we talk about evaluation, it is when the evaluator talks, the speaker listens. No matter how good a person is in speaking, there is always a room for improvement. And this is our mantra in Toastmasters. Any speech can be improved, but if you don't evaluate that speech, there's no way that that speech will be improved. So evaluation is as important as breathing. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
We invest our time week after week improving our speech facilities and our leadership skills, and we try to climb up the ladder doing all these projects that we're doing, but without evaluations, there's nothing that will happen to us. Evaluation is that important. But today, I'm going to share with you some important, I believe, important aspects of evaluation, and there are about 3 types of evaluations that I identified. One is the good evaluation, the bad, and the ugly. Right? Where do we stand? Ugly, bad, good. Let me define. Good evaluations. Good evaluation is just like a tonic. You give it, and it strengthens you, it improves you. They motivate the speaker and they improve the speaker. For example, a good evaluation would sound like this. Your speech was well organized, it had an attention-grabbing introduction, nice transitions, and a memorable conclusion. One area where you can improve is the eye contact. You were focusing mostly on the audience sitting in the front row. Maybe next time you want to improve by focusing attention on all parts of the audience, all areas of the hall. I would recommend that you establish eye contact. But all in all, your stage presence was good and kept us glued throughout your speech. Good evaluations. TOEIC makes you want to improve. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Bad evaluations equals water. What goes in comes out. It doesn't change anything. All right? It sounds like this. What a fantastic speech it was. It reminded me of one of my vacations. We visited the port, the beach, the forest, and all these things, and we stayed in the hotel. It was a 5-star hotel. I guess you didn't go there. Bad evaluation. It was about you. Or you can say, oh Joe, your speech is excellent. You have a fantastic and amazing introduction. You have excellent vocal variety. It was an outstanding conclusion. I did not find anything to improve. Really? Bad evaluation, right? Well, let's go into the worst. Poison. It should be ugly there. Poison is equivalent to ugly. It's not only bad, but it also poisons the mind, the motivation, the enthusiasm of the speaker. Remember that a lot of the Toastmasters or the would-be Toastmasters or our guests or those who are trying to improve their speaking skills, they come here as a new. They don't know what we're doing, and probably after a year they still don't know, like a lot of us. But if you put that ugly poison there, then no one will come back. All right? It would sound like this. Ralph, I don't know how you can deliver a speech without any preparation. First of all, you didn't rehearse your speech and you were always looking at the notes. Second of all, you had poor eye contact with the audience. And third of all, nobody understood the message you were trying to communicate. Before you finish, that speaker is out the door and will never come back. It's not motivating at all, because it's such a poisonous kind of evaluation that you scare the speaker away. And you never bring out the best in that particular speaker. Do you understand me?
Yes.
All right. But let's focus on the good evaluations. The good evaluations are crisp. They are tonic and they are crisp. They are crispy. Let's provide meaning to this 5-letter word, crisp. C is constructive. A constructive evaluation is something that will help improve. You're always positive. You're always trying to improve that speaker. You don't just point the good part, but you point anything that you think could help that person improve. But you don't say, you can improve it this way. You can say, I'm going to provide you some areas of improvement. I'm going to suggest to you areas for improvement. I'm going to provide topics or suggestions where you will consider improving in your next speech. All right? So that's being constructive. And you also want to provide a confident feedback. You don't say, I wish, I think if you kind of like use the stage better, I think it would be, it's less confidence. So who are you to give me that feedback? And you don't even know how to make it good. So we always try to endeavor, we always try to improve, we always try to make it better in our evaluations, because an evaluation is an impromptu speech. It was not practiced years ago, days ago, weeks ago. You only practice it here once you see the speaker, and that's also the time you are going to make your speech. So make it more constructive. R is for relevant. Okay? If it is relevant, it has to be something that the evaluation has to be something that is focused on the delivery rather than on the content. The content is somebody's expertise, not yours. Unless you are of the same expertise. But if you are, that is also not the time to deal with that. You are dealing with the delivery of that particular speech. And not only the delivery, but you also are dealing with that particular speech, not the speaker. So you want to be more relevant. Your evaluation would be relevant to the delivery of the speech and the speech in itself. You don't want to make some comments like, in your speech you said India was a third world country. I don't really agree with you with that. You don't say that in your evaluation, because that's somebody's, the speaker's disposition to say it. But you are evaluating the delivery of that particular speech. Okay? Now, important. When it is crisp, it is also important. This is what I'm trying to say when I say you prepare your speech well, as if you are delivering a speech that has been prepared 1 year ago. You have so many notes, you take so many notes, you take so many clues and insights into the speech. What you hear, what you see, what you felt, all those are taken into consideration. Make as many notes as you can and deliver only 1 minute. That's how you put importance to that evaluation. You just don't say, it's okay, I'm just going to deliver it. It's just good. You don't do that. But you put all the notes there, but you're going to pick maybe 3 points where you want to deliver, and that is only about 1 minute. Maybe you extend a little bit, then you reach 2 minutes, because your speech is a maximum of how many? 3 minutes. All right? So it has to be that important. You want to put your life and soul into that evaluation. Next is specific. When it is specific, it means that you just don't say, you probably need to have an improved vocal variety. You will say, Mr. Joe, I felt that when you mentioned the huge elephant and your voice is a little bit tiny, and you said a tiny little rat in a bigger voice, I think you should do it in this manner. Huge elephant and a tiny rat. You want to be specific. You don't want it to, I think there is a vocal variety issue there, but there is which part, why? So there is supposed to be a specificity there. And the last one is personalized. It is your opinion. You do not represent the entire audience. You don't say, all of us agree that your speech is great. It's only your opinion, what you feel, what you hear, what you saw. Your opinion of that particular speech. All right, there you go. CRIS evaluation is constructive, relevant, important, specific, and personalized. In doing CRIS evaluation, you will be able to transform an or into an ornament, transform the ordinary to an extraordinary speaker, and help that member climb the ramp to become the champ. Have fun evaluating.